Cocoa, the bean from which chocolate is derived, is described by scientists as the most important and widespread functional food in human history. Its byproduct, chocolate, is perhaps best known as an indulgent confection, but historically, it has also been consumed for its purported healing properties. Cocoa grows in abundance in the parish of Hanover in Jamaica's west. It is also abundant in St. Mary in the east. Cocoa trees grow exclusively in areas which meet certain specific conditions.
Alright, so this is a cocoa and this is from what we get chocolate.
Cocoa trees only grow in countries close to the equator between 20 degrees latitude, north and south. This area is called the world's cocoa belt. Jamaica, at 18 degrees north, falls within this prestigious section of the earth. There are not many places in the world where these ideal conditions for growing cocoa exist. More than half of the world's total production of cocoa is grown in two West African countries, Ivory Coast and Ghana. Other countries which produce significant quantities are Indonesia, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Ecuador. The island of Jamaica is renowned for its fine and flavor cocoa. As a member of the International Cocoa Organisation, Jamaica is one of the 23 countries recognized as producers of fine or flavor cocoa. Cocoa trees are quite fragile, but they do well in temperatures of 20 to 32 degrees Celsius. The trees like plenty of rainfall and thrive in areas where the soil is fairly loose, the climate humid, and where the rainfall is fairly constant and minimally 1,000 millimeters per annum. Cocoa trees must not receive too much sun nor too much shade. Because they are relatively small trees and like some shade and humidity, they are usually found thriving on the lower levels of evergreen forests. Cocoa cultivation is possible up to 1,000 meters above sea level, but most cocoa is grown below 300 meters.
So we're gonna show you how we cut the bean, get the beans out. Alright, so this is what the beans look like when the cocoa is just picked. And this can be eaten. Similar to how you'd eat a guinea, you can take out the bean like that. It's very sweet, has a guinea taste.
According to the Jamaica Agricultural Commodities Regulatory Authority, JACRA, Jamaica's cocoa is still in high demand, with new markets being added since 2020, among them the Netherlands, Italy, and Japan. Prior to that, Jamaica had been exporting cocoa beans to only countries such as Switzerland, France, Canada, England, Germany, and the United States.
Put in the sun to dry, and after we do that, then we do what we call parching. So next time you go to the supermarket or the store and you see the bars of chocolate, This is where it all begins.
The bulk of cocoa beans span two flush periods, from October to February and from May to August. According to the Department of Chemistry at the University of the West Indies, in Jamaica, cocoa has many advantages as a crop. For one, it is second only to forest in protecting the soil from erosion by the interlocking of the foliage of adjacent trees. Secondly, it will grow well on steep slopes which need protection. Thirdly, it is less subject to predial larceny than other crops. It is easier to reap and sell than other crops. Animals find the husks from its pods attractive as feed. And when planted under coconut trees, it suppresses weeds, thereby significantly reducing the cost of weeding. Cocoa costs less to maintain than other crops and is the easiest tree crop to propagate. A big advantage of cocoa as a crop is that even in a massive hurricane such as Gilbert in 1988, only a small number of trees were totally uprooted and destroyed. Cocoa trees may yield 20 to 30 pods a year, each containing 30 to 40 beans.
Alright, here we go. See? So these are the beans. And these will be dried later.
The cocoa plants supplied to Jamaican farmers yield around 67 to 75 boxes per acre in their 6th year before coming into full bearing. It takes 7 years for cocoa to come into full bearing, and good yields can only be achieved by reducing overhead shade, pruning, and by controlling black powder rot disease and rats. A 2011 study conducted by the Yale University Prevention Research Center, which was published in the Antioxidants and Redox Signaling Journal, noted that cacao, the key ingredient in all true chocolate and cocoa products, is a highly complex food source. The study, which was titled Cocoa and Chocolate in Human Health and Disease, noted that cacao imparts to chocolate a rich endowment of nutritional properties. These span minerals to antioxidants to vasoactive and even psychoactive compounds. The study also found that antioxidant effects of cocoa may directly influence insulin resistance and, in turn, reduce risk for diabetes. In addition, cocoa can protect nerves from injury and inflammation, protect the skin from oxidative damage from UV radiation in topical preparations, and have beneficial effects on cognitive function and mood. Byproducts of cocoa include nibs, chocolate bars including dark and milk, drinking chocolate, spreads for pastries and bread combination, chocolate ice cream, liqueurs, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, soaps and washing liquids, moisturizing lotions, lip balms, sunscreens, and suppositories. A 2014 study published in the Nutrients Journal titled Cocoa, Bioactive Compounds, Significance and Potential for the Maintenance of Skin Health revealed that cocoa beans are an extremely rich source of many essential minerals, including magnesium, copper, potassium, and iron. Many studies associate cocoa and chocolate consumption to a reduced risk of chronic diseases. Various health benefits of the cocoa compounds have been attributed to its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory potency. When eaten, Antioxidants found in cocoa protect the skin from the inside by neutralizing oxidative stress, which is a major factor of dermal structure deterioration and premature skin aging. Cocoa extracts have been utilized in the treatment of diseases such as skin cancer, acne, and also for wound healing. So, cocoa therefore has great potential not just for the treatment of skin diseases but also for their prevention.